Another day, another podcast. Hi, my name is Samreen, and welcome to my first video podcast ever. Although, yes, I'm going to be adding audio on Spotify and other platforms, but this is going to be my first video podcast. I thought, why not give it a try? I wasn't really into podcasting before, but since my podcast started getting distributed on other platforms, I decided to give it life again. And it's good to have a platform where I can just talk about anything and everything candidly and by myself. Also, shooting non-fiction videos like Chai Shai kind of made me realize that I am pretty much camera conscious, which means that I'm not really, candid and really myself in front of the camera. So I thought maybe having video podcasts will also make me friendly and familiar in front of the device that I'm shooting, and at the same time, I'll be able to also get my podcast going. So today I am going to be talking about my mental health during this quarantine time, and this is not to make you all more depressed, but rather, I'd say rather this is to sort of let you guys know that you guys are not alone, and a lot of us are actually going through a lot more than what we have imagined or we have um, thought about. So here I am, candid myself, without makeup, without any preparations, just here to talk about how I've been feeling. Um, it's taking a toll on me for sure. I haven't been able to sleep well. I haven't been able to eat well. Either sometimes I'm overeating or I'm not eating at all. I haven't been able to keep up with my friends like I used to before. Um, I haven't been able to pump content with more enthusiasm like I used to do before. Like now, I may be creating content, but it's just for the sake of it, which makes me really sad because that's not who I am. That's not me. But, no matter how much of time you have in your hands right now, what the problem here is, the main problem here is the fact that we do not have the liberty to feel change. Okay, a lot of us are stuck between the four walls, and that for somebody who's extremely creative can be such an emotional torture. Although I 100% agree that I have been blessed enough to be able to have a creative workspace, and I had that much space to create my workspace into something that's more fun to view and more fun to be around. But even then, when you're working in the same place for a very long time, it can actually hinder your creativity. So, creativity wise, also, I've kind of started losing my mind. Um, I didn't expect myself to all of a sudden plummet into such a bad mental health because I started off pretty strong. Also, I've been at home for a very long time, even before Corona, because there was winter vacations and then I had finals. So for finals, also I was at home. Then after finals, I had about 3 weeks. Although I was going to gym and I was going out, so that was one good thing. I was going out pretty much a lot. But then I went to uni for a week or two, and then before we even knew it, we had off because of the whole coronavirus, and then it just keeps getting extended. And now that for us, our e-learning, I mean, our online learning has been extended to June, which means pretty much my entire semester is done, and then I have summer vacations, and then I'm done with uni once and for all. Uh, I miss uni. I miss being able to go out. I miss being able to be liberated enough to head outside and shoot. I miss meeting my team. I miss going for meetings and shoots. I miss being able to step out of my house and, you know, being able to meet my friends, being able to go to our favorite chai spots, being able to um, just being able to escape from what has been going on in my mind. And for somebody who's an overthinker like me, staying at home is definitely one of the worst things anybody can go through, because my mind starts hovering around so many things that I cannot even, or I don't even want to think about. Um, I'm trying hard to cope up with it. I'm really trying hard. I'm keeping myself really busy. I launched Chai Shai. I'm learning a lot of editing. I'm doing a lot of shooting, a lot of recording. But all that has been happening really is that I'm ending up losing my confidence. I'm ending up losing the amount of self, the drive that I had to keep going. I want to take a break, of course. A lot of you might be like, Samreen, then why don't you take a break? I know, I get it, but for somebody who overthinks, I do not have any other choice but to keep myself busy this way. Um, so yeah, it's just the reason why I'm talking about this, and I have been talking about it in this podcast, is that you are not alone. If you are somebody who is going through certain type of situation, especially if you're in a creative field and you are going towards a rut which doesn't feel like a rut but is a rut, just know that you're not alone. This time is difficult, although yes, we have time to learn a new skill, but sometimes even mental health matters. And seeing world news, seeing people around the world dying, and then a lot of other things that happen, this can be the most vulnerable time of our lives. A lot of us can get triggered because of our past. A lot of us can get back to square one on our mental health because maybe you do not have the the liberty to go out and feel good and get yourself a self treatment like before. Nevertheless, this is not the end of the world. I know that a lot of us are not doing well, but the best thing would be to sort of distract yourself to be able to spend and pass that time. This is not going to last forever. Storms don't last forever. And who knows that maybe someday while you're sitting and trying to work things out in your life, who knows that maybe you might come across that one idea that could change your life forever. And that is my constant effort, that the reason why I'm constantly working is that I don't know when I'll be able to come up with the $1 million idea, and it could change my whole content creation game forever. And at least once this quarantine is over, I won't have that regret that I left quarantine learning nothing new. If not anything else, at least if I'm gaining one extra follower or one extra subscriber or one new skill that would make me get a job, because anyways now I'm graduating very soon, then it's all worth it. um so yeah, you're not alone. Don't feel like you're alone. Don't feel like this is the end of the world. It's not. um I know that this can be a little hard to deal with, but again, after every storm there is a rainbow, and once we're all able to go out, I'm pretty sure we'll be much 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 happier, because we will be able to experience our lives like a routine again. And stay safe, be safe. Staying inside doesn't mean that it's bad. It's good because we have that space and that all the enough resources to keep ourselves protected from this disease. There are a lot of people around the world who don't have that either. So be thankful, stay safe, keep your family and your loved ones safe, stay strong. This is gonna pass. So far, it's passed. I'm pretty sure it's gonna pass even further. Um, and yeah, just take care of yourself. And thank you. If you are watching this, then thank you. We're gonna keep experimenting with more and more podcasts and more video content. And if you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to share it forward, because it always helps. With that, I'm going to end today's podcast because it's about 10 minutes now and it's pretty much long. So thank you once again. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video. And I will see you in my next podcast. Until then, be safe, stay happy. And yeah, bye.